Welcome to Becoming Boss C. There are certain aspects of internal audit that the Certified Internal Auditor or CIA exam does not prepare you for. While the CIA exam helps develop your technical skills and basic knowledge of internal auditing, I have learned through my internal audit career that there are intrinsic traits and skills that you need to know in order to be a successful and respected internal auditor. If you are already subscribed to the channel, welcome back. If you are new, hit the like button and consider subscribing. It's free and you'll be notified when new videos are posted to this channel. Number 1, the management considerations, recommended action plans, and suggestions that internal auditors propose should be well thought out and realistic. Recommendations for management should also be communicated with a compassionate tone, indicating that internal auditors want to help and want to improve operations and not just criticize or point out flaws and deficiencies in current processes. Remember that when recommendations are documented in the audit report or in the review memo, an organizational leader, such as a vice president or director, has to take responsibility for implementing a corrective action plan and for acknowledging that their department's problems are impacting the company. Successful internal auditors brainstorm multiple alternatives for solutions to identified observations or problems. And successful internal auditors communicate the best, optimal, and realistic solution to management. Are you finding this information helpful and insightful? If so, go ahead and hit the subscribe button for more videos just like this. We are on the journey to 1,000 subscribers. Also, hit the like button if you are enjoying this discussion. Number 2, successful and respected internal auditors recognize the positive and effective existing processes and controls that management has already implemented, in addition to recognizing the deficiencies and ineffective processes and controls. Internal auditors still need to build rapport with key process owners, and if a department has an effective process or control, internal auditors should consider acknowledging that in the audit report or review memo. In addition, if management successfully implements corrective actions or solutions prior to issuing the formal audit report, then internal auditors should consider documenting that in the formal audit report. Remember, audit reports may be distributed to members of the C-suite, such as the Chief Executive Officer, Chief Financial Officer, and vice presidents throughout the company. So internal auditors should give credit for effective controls and operations when possible. 3, be considerate when requesting supporting documentation from key process owners and management. Make sure that you are requesting data from the correct contact person or parties. Be sure to explain the project that you're working on to those contacts and consider sharing the audit notification letter with key process owners from whom you are requesting information or data. Key process owners admire transparency and want to be informed, especially since their department may receive criticism from the audit or review that you are performing. Give key process owners ample time, sufficient time, to fulfill data requests. Generally, about 2 weeks or 10 business days is a great standard time frame to stick with. Depending on the complexity of the data that you're requesting, you may even want to increase that amount of time for them. Communicate deadlines for data requests in advance and send reminder emails if necessary. Number 4, face-to-face communication is almost always better than electronic communication, such as emails or instant messaging. I say almost always simply because certain topics and messages should in fact be documented to prove and serve as evidence that a communication was issued to management by a certain date and to verify that the content of that communication is what it was supposed to be. Documentation and record keeping are pertinent as an internal auditor because your manager may ask you when a document request was made, or they may ask you what specific message was sent to key process owners. However, seeing someone in person and delivering an important or potentially sensitive message is invaluable. Imagine that you have to tell someone that the audit committee has to be notified of a severe deficiency that internal audit found during their review or audit related to their department. You will most likely want to use a very vocal or sympathetic tone of voice. You may want to use a particular word or certain language to communicate that, and you may want to use specific facial expressions to also express this important message. This message could potentially impact the key process owner's job or reputation. So in-person, face-to-face communications are so important, and that's not really explicitly expressed in the CIA exam study material. Lastly, number 5, seek to understand the department or process that you are auditing. Get a good grasp of their concerns. Of course, the CIA exam mentions the risk assessment process, which is where or when internal auditors should understand the key risks that could impede efficient and effective operations. However, there are certain process deficiencies and inefficiencies that may not be documented simply in flowcharts or in control narratives. So asking key process owners and management open-ended questions could help tailor the scope of the audit project, because you can understand that there are actual problems that exist, and you can also understand what management is really concerned about. You also get a better view, a holistic view of management's risk appetite or their risk tolerance, and you can determine if their risk levels could be potentially harmful to the company's strategy and objectives. On the other side, understanding the department or process that you are auditing gives you the opportunity to make meaningful and valuable recommendations and considerations in the audit report. Remember, internal audit's mission is ultimately to add value to the organization through our audits and reviews. I could literally go on and on with numerous tips, and I may make this a recurring video theme that I publish once a month. If you made it this far, comment "I made it" in the comments. This information was free, so do me a favor and hit the subscribe button for this channel to show your support, and hit the like button for this video if you learned something new or something helpful. We are on the journey to 1,000 subscribers, and we need your help. Share this video as well. There are more ways to show your support for this channel as well down in the video description box. Thank you for watching, and I wish you the best as you develop your internal audit career. Let me know what you think about my 5 tips to become a successful and respected internal auditor in the comments. What have you learned through your professional experiences? Share it below. As always, stay blessed and stay bossy.